Hi, I'm Two Wheel Solo. Welcome to my first casual adventure. For me, adventure starts close to home, and it's important to understand the opportunities that are available to you a short distance from where you live. Over the years, I've collected a number of locations and routes that are not too far from where I live. I'm going to visit one of those today. It's only a short ride, but I hope you'll agree it's well worth a visit. But first, I promise to show you my new bike. Here she is, and as I warned you, it's about as different a bike as possible from my R1200 RT. This is Roxy, my Royal Enfield Himalayan Euro 4. She's brand new, and I've had her now for just over a week. I'm still in the running in period, but I can already tell you I like the bike a lot. I won't bore you with technical details, there are plenty of reviews you can watch on YouTube. But so far, she's perfect for what I want my second bike to be. So, let's take her for a ride, and I'll tell you a bit more as we go.
So for those of you who haven't come across the Himalayan so far, it's a relatively new bike from Royal Enfield in India. It's a 411cc single, putting out just 25 horsepower, but it's quite a long stroke, so it's got a good amount of torque. It's designed as an adventure bike, but an entry-level one. So as a second bike, something that can go to places that my RT can't, it's just what I was looking for. So far I've done just under 70 miles in the week since I've had her. So we're still very much getting to know each other. But so far it's a great little bike. It's not going to break any speed records, but in truth if I want to go quick, that's what I've got the RT for. Now this bike is going to be for much more laid back kind of adventures. The bike's pretty simple. It's got electronic fuel injection, a few LED elements on the display, but apart from that, it's just pretty standard stuff. There were quite a few comments about the brakes when I read the reviews, and in truth, they're not the most powerful things that you've ever come across. And if you try to drive this like a sports bike, trying to stop everything with the front brake, you're going to be really disappointed. But if you ride it like a tourer or an adventure bike and you use the back brake along with the front brake, the stopping power's okay. The seating position is pretty comfortable. I'm just over 6 foot tall, and the bike just fits me quite nicely, whether I'm sitting down or standing up. Not that I've got a lot of experience with the latter. The seat's certainly pretty comfortable, nicely padded and in good shape. I've not done a long ride on the bike yet, obviously, but so far I'm quite happy with it. So I'm coming up on my destination, and really that's what this adventure is. It's a destination, not a journey. It's just a little ride through town. But as I'm hoping you'll see in a few minutes, the destination is a nice place to go and just chill out for a few minutes or half an hour if you just want to clear your head.
This is Cliffe, and it offers a great view over Warrington, the town where I live. Although Warrington seems like the average urban sprawl, there's a fair bit of history hiding beneath the surface. It's a place dominated by water, the Mersey River, the Manchester Ship Canal, and the Bridgewater navigation all go through the town. The site was first settled by the Romans as a major crossing point over the Mersey, and later played a pivotal role in the English Civil War. It was the site of an IRA bombing in the 90s, and these days it is notable for being the home of the Warrington Wolves Rugby League Club, as well as for the good road and rail links that make it an excellent hub and commuter town. I find it quite peaceful up here. The only disturbance tends to be the people visiting the cemetery. It's a great destination if I want to get away from things for an hour. It gets me out on my bike and provides a bit of a destination, somewhere that I can stop and take in the view. The other good thing is that there's lots of different ways I can get here, and lots of different ways that I can go home. So after a little bit of a break, that's what I'm going to do next.
So today's trip back home is going to take me downhill Cliffe, across the Bridgewater navigation, and then back home along the Manchester Ship Canal. It's one of many different routes that I can take from here, which is what makes it such a good destination. A bit more on the bike. As you might have noticed, I've fitted a couple of accessories to it so far. There's a mount for my trusty Garmin Zumo sat-nav, which I've lost track of how many bikes that's been on now and still doing well. I've also fitted a givey plate on the back so I can put a top box on it. That's only a temporary measure. I ordered the bike with the factory aluminium panniers, but they're currently not in stock, so I'm going to have to wait a few weeks. Until then, I've got a couple of givey top boxes, so why not just make use of those. This is the bridge over the navigation, the Bridgewater Navigation Canal. As you can see, it's quite narrow. That is a big advantage having a bike you can stand up on. So this road is going to take me alongside the Manchester Ship Canal. Quite an amazing thing to have in a town like Warrington. I still can't get used to occasionally looking over and seeing a ship going past. And some of them are really quite large, bigger than you might expect. But the Ship Canal carries quite a lot of cargo and trade from Liverpool into Manchester. Can't really see very much of it through the trees here, but we're going to come up to a swing bridge in a minute and I'll detour over it so you can get a bit of a look. There are 3 swing bridges in Warrington, and when there's a ship going through, that causes absolute chaos with the traffic, because apart from one high level bridge, these are the only way to cross the Ship Canal, and it cuts the town in half. So as you can imagine, if they close all the bridges at rush hour, nobody is going anywhere, and the knock-on traffic queues can get quite serious. It's on days like that I'm really glad I ride a bike. Although I've crossed over the Ship Canal, I actually live to the south, so I need to go back over it. I'm going to go across the high level bridge. We call it the cantilever bridge. And when the swing bridges are closed, this is the only way across the river. The views are pretty spectacular. Obviously today's not a great day for it. Well, I'm not far from home now, so it's time to sign off. This has been my first casual adventure. I hope you've enjoyed exploring the town of Warrington with me. We'll almost certainly be visiting a few more places around here. But for now, this has been Two Wheel Solo. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.